Hey, my name is Dustin Selva with Elemental Flutes. This video, I want to share with you a new black walnut triple drone flute in the key of A minor. This flute has a bunch of different designs in it. It has a tree of life design in it. Also has bands, all inlaid in opal, different colored opal, green and blue opal. There's also a band at the top. This is a kind of green and blue opal as well, with camphor mouthpiece and camphor totems and black walnut on the underside of the totems. So this flute has obviously three flutes since it's a triple flute. All of them are in the key of A minor. The two outer sides are the drones, and they have three holes on each one with three plugs in each one. Now, what you can do with this flute, with these three additional plugs, because normally I make them with one drone that's a stable low note, that's it, there's no drone holes. Another one has three drone holes, three plugs potentially. Sometimes I don't have the plugs in there, and that's just for ease. The plugs, you potentially could lose them. So if you do get one without plugs, I love to play. That's like my favorite way to play it is just play it as a single, as a double with the low note, double in a harmony style with both hands. One hand on the drone side, one hand on the top and the middle side. Um, when you add the plugs, it gives you options for different drone notes. Now, when you play different drone notes, you can kind of play different scales to go along with those different drone notes. So in this video, I'm going to share with you kind of the different options that this gives you. So obviously, in the key of A minor, these are the three next notes up in the minor pentatonic scale. So this would be, I believe, C, this would be D, and this would be E. Now, with your C, D, and E, um, you just take each plug out one at a time, and you can play that. Now, since you have a mouthpiece that allows you to separate out whether you're playing a single or as a double on one side or a double on the other side or as a full triple, gives you a lot of versatility to jump between the sides. So if you set it up with the C note, you can play it as a double with the C. And then you can jump over and play the low note. Now with this lowest note here, I love to add in the, you play it as a minor pentatonic scale going up, and then you play this note here, and then you work up the minor pentatonic scale again. So it's kind of a little bit of gypsy. You're just not doing the lower note of the gypsy scale. That's one of my favorite ways to play it with that note. The next note up, you can play it. So this is the new note. And this note, it's the same as this. I find that it's more fluid if you just play this going up the scale and then down versus going up and then lifting that finger. For me, it just works a little bit better, or I got used to it. So that's the other scale that you can kind of play with that note. So it's just the minor pentatonic on the lower. And you can play also the minor pentatonic scale with any of the drone notes. And then you can take the next hole out and you can play in harmony style, where you play both hands simultaneously. You can play it however you like, whichever finger you'd like, as long as you stay within the minor pentatonic scale. Now you can go outside of the minor pentatonic scale. And do more major stuff, and it gets a little bit more complex. So now you have basically that same exact options on the other side. So what you could do for example, is tune one side to this D note and the other side to the C note, and you can play the middle as a triple, or play it as a triple with just the middle. Or you can jump back and forth between the two sides and kind of play those two different scales. Or you can play the minor pentatonic throughout it all. So I hope this gives you a really good idea of what you can kind of do with the 3 extra drone holes and drone plugs, so with 6 plugs on this type of flute. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a beautiful day.